We got another live video. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video. Now, I want to dive into this video. Trump is declaring a World War III as the economy is crashing. Stock markets going up and down. You would think everything's all right, but this is only a lull before the storm. Now, the escalations were Iran and America. This is not a terrorist threat, but this is a war that's bounding to come. China being the X factor, because China right now buying up the gold, and China is trying to settle her debt with America. So we got a war that's coming in the making. Trump have decided to escalate an all-out war. You know, America is one of the most powerful countries. I would say she's one of the most lasting remaining. So we look at this, we got BRIC nation. Nation at some point will rise, because at some point America is weakening. The economy is crashing. Stock market is going up and down. We are heading in for a Great Depression. The great commodities, chaos, the apocalypse. Sooner or later, this is going to be one of the most tacities, I say, that we ain't seen in years. I believe starting May 27, there will be a civil war, because it's going to get to a point that people will lose homes as we see today, and the people will be so fed up that the earth will riot into an uproar. Isaiah 24:20 says, the earth shall read to unfold like a drunkard. So the economy at some point will crash. Stock markets right now is going up and down. And, this will make everybody think everything's all right. But it's only a lull before the storm. And we know these storms we see today, that it can be delayed, because it will have to be entirely up to them to make good this day. The world will suffer at some point, because the world leaders, governments, our senates, Congress, politicians are not in for the heart of the American people. So this will bring chaos, brothers and sisters. It will bring a Great Depression on our world, because people ain't going to be able to handle things. When you start seeing people losing houses, no matter if you are covered with insurance, that don't matter. FEMA don't even matter. At some point, you guys, they're going to push martial law. Because if you guys living in that South, it's going to start right there. A civil war is going to start right there. People are going to be enraged. People ain't going to be able to handle themselves, because a lot of people will lose homes. You see the protests. You see the protesters. People are already protesting. Just imagine from now to May 27 how things will be. We are going to come into one of the worst economic crash. We ain't never had a great commodity back in, I say, 1971. The Great Depression. Well, all that's coming. All that's coming, you guys. You know, we see disaster, the country of America. See, nothing is secret anymore. Nothing is hidden. Because everything's coming to this light. So, we may all be going through some type of anxiety. But this is why God says, cast all your anxieties on Him. Because He cares for you. And be alert. The devil, he prowls his way, seeking who he may devour. See, when the laws was never guaranteed for you and I. See, law was never made for the righteous, but for the unrighteous, the unholy, the ungodly, the all-religious, for the murderers, for the sexual immorals, for the homosexuals, for the perjurers, for whatever is contrary to the sound doctrines. That's why they come up with this sexual, ideologically, this indoctrination. Boys could be with boys, and we see girls could be with girls, and the families we see today are so puzzled as to where to send their children for schooling. Because you see, there are no all-girls schools as they once were. See, the jailhouse, prison, federal penitentiary, all breathing such dozens of homosexuals. See, they are here to tighten the chain and do this all over again. So everything is a reset. If you look at things, you guys, everything's a reset. Trump wants to incorporate America, wants to resegregate America, wants to depopulate the population. And I won't be surprised when the World War III comes, martial law, curfew will start at some point. And it's all going to start, my brothers, right there in the South. It's going to start right there. It's going to start right there because it starts in that lower end. See, that's the lower end of Egypt, where the South, where our people went through the mistreatment. So it starts there. A war is bound to come. Get ready so you don't have to get ready. I say it again, get ready so you won't have to get ready. Because at some point, the earth shall read to and fro like a drunkard. We are finna face an uproar, rioting like you never seen. The Great Depression is coming to America. Kind of remind you of that movie, The Purge. And that's, you know what I mean, where this movie remind me of The Purge, racism here in America, segregation, and things that's happening right now. No one is safe. The time is approaching, brothers, that you have to get ready. Get ready and stay ready. That's all I have to say. So, you guys, please subscribe to the channel. Practice the 3 P's. Please prepare, practice, and persevere. And may God bless you. Thank you guys for tuning in.